They managed to squeeze me in this evening. That's very kind of them.
If you're in the battle for the Lord and right, keep on the firing line. If you win, my brother, surely you must fight. Keep on the firing line. There are many dangers that we all must face. If we die fighting, it is no disgrace. A coward in the service will not have a place. So keep on the firing line. Oh, you must fight, be brave against all evil. Never run nor you lag behind. If you would win for God and the righteous, keep on the firing line. When we get to heaven, brother, we'll be glad. Keep on the firing line. I will praise the Savior for the call we had. Keep on the firing line. When we see the souls that we have helped to win, leading them to Jesus from the path of sin. With the shallow welcome we will all march in. So keep on the firing line. Oh, you must fight, be brave against all evil. Never run nor even lag behind. If you would win for God and the righteous, keep on the firing line. Oh, you must fight, be brave against all evil. Never run nor even lag behind. If you would win for God and the righteous, keep on the firing line. If you would win for God and the righteous, keep on the firing line.
Sure, go to the car and get my glasses. I can hardly see these little letters there. I have to stand on top of this thing. He will never let me down. Turn the music up? Oh, I can hear it. Okay. I just turned it up some. Ron, what's it sound like up yonder there? Sounds okay. All right. Jack's all right back there? Harold says it was all right over here. He got his hand in the air.
Yeah, everything's good but singing.
He will never let me down.
All right.
He will never let me down. He will never let me down. When I'm troubled, He will never let me down. He will never let me down. He will never let me down. High on Calvary, He will never let me down.
God is a God of mighty wisdom. He is a God of love. Crucified, now is risen, reigns from up above. He rules the stars, the sun, and the moon, and the seasons of the year. He's the master of my soul, I'll have no fear.
He will never let me down. He will never let me down. When I'm troubled, He will never let me down. He will never let me down. He will never let me down. High from Calvary, He will never let me down.
Read about what He did for Daniel there in the lion's den. After he had told the king just what his dream had been, he told the king that his time was up, the end was very near. Well, Daniel had a mighty God, he had no fear.
He will never let me down. He will never let me down. When I'm troubled, He will never let me down. He will never let me down. No, He will never let me down. High from Calvary, He will never let me down. He will never let me down. He will never let me down. When I'm troubled, He will never let me down. He will never let me down. No, He will never let me down. I on Calvary will not let me down.
boys. Ralphie, it's good to see you sitting out there. Okay, Tim, miracles.
Oh, right. You're on.
God gave a bold command to cross the Jordan and take the land, and not to worry about the giants they would face. But when the spies returned to tell the others what they had learned, they said, for us to win, there's just no way. Still two of them trusted God, Caleb and Joshua. They said, children, don't believe what you have heard. We're nowhere outmanned by far. They're much bigger than we are. But let's not forget just who it is we serve. With all the many miracles, why don't you think it's possible? With all the many things we've seen, why do you think it's just a dream? With all the things He's done for us, don't you think it's time we trust? Remember what is possible. With all the many miracles, like when we were about to die, manna fell from the sky. Then water came from a dry old dusty rock. And back when Pharaoh was closing in, God closed the sea again. But not before we all had safely crossed. So here you are, my friend. You face a battle you cannot win, and you tell yourself there's just no need to try. Consider how good God's been. He's been faithful time and again. You must believe, and here's the reason why. With all the many miracles, why don't you think it's possible? With all the many things we've seen, why do you think it's just a dream? With all the things He's done for us, don't you think it's time we trust? Remember what is possible. With all the many miracles, with all the things He's done for us, don't you think it's time we trust? Remember what is possible. With all the many miracles.
Thank you, Jim. You sing that song because your son's name's in there, right? Caleb
and Joshua.
Caleb and Joshua. You sing that song because your son's name's in there. Okay, George, for those tears I died. Dingo, dingo.
You said you come and share all my sorrows. You came to visit. You were all my tomorrows. I came so close to sending you away, but just like you promised, you came here to stay, and I just had to pray. And Jesus said, come to the water, stand by my side. I know you are thirsty, you won't be denied. I felt every teardrop when in darkness you cried, and I'm here to remind you that for those tears I died. In your goodness so great, I can't understand it, but dear Lord, I know that all this was planned. You're here now and always will be, and your love loosed my chains, and in you I'm free. But Jesus, why me? And Jesus said, come to the water, stand by my side. I know you are thirsty, you won't be denied. I felt every teardrop when in darkness you cried, and I'm here to remind you that for those tears I died. And Jesus said, come to the water, stand by my side. I know you are thirsty, you won't be denied. I felt every teardrop when in darkness you cried, and I'm here to remind you that for those tears I died. Sing them over again to me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of their beauty see, wonderful words of life. Words of life and beauty, teach me faith and duty. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words,
wonderful words of life. Christ the Blessed One gives to all wonderful words of life. Sinnerless to the loving call, wonderful words of life. Also freely given, wooing us to heaven. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Sweetly echo the gospel call, wonderful words of life. Offer pardon and peace to all, wonderful words of life. Jesus, only Savior, sanctified forever. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life.
Then we're going to do a